study aning o unsay na agad aning ato ang Nqesh. But then we are very happy nung the strength of course sa inyo alive and kicking gihapon. Hep hep! Hooray! Ayun. Alright. So let us discuss a little what's really this research and innovations. So we'll be talking about duha ka depend order o isa ka continuous improvement. Okay, so ato lang i-run through no anyway this is depend order and you can actually browse and you can actually download the full copy of the depend order for you also to really mahimay-himay gyud no ma-intuto gyud sa pagbasa ani ato ang depend order. Let's start off with understanding what a research is. So amo na atong strand no. So we're on career stage 1. So for research and innovation. So understanding research. Generally, research is the organized and systematic method of finding answers to questions. Kung walay pangutana, walay research. No? Kay ang research magsugod yun sa mga pangutana. Problema, pangutana, unsay implementation ni mo din ha, medyo sami, so katong sami, mutoy angay natong tukion. So kanang pagtuki, mo na siya ang atong research. Okay, so it is systematic because it is a process broken up into clear steps that lead to conclusions. So it's only in research na makaingon ta nga data-driven. No? Data-driven yun ang ato ang finding solutions to improve policy. No? Sa pag-improve sa atong policy, it's really data-driven. So it's organized because there is a plan, structure, or method used to reach the conclusion. Okay, then successful if we find answers, whether we like the answers or not. No, ang uban kay, syempre, mugawas man gid ang tinuod kung i-research na. Mugawas unsa ang sami kung i-research na. Usahay favorable ang ang result, usahay pod dili gid favorable ang result, no? Mo contradict sa implementation. Okay, so development research is focused on relevant, useful, and important questions. If there are no questions, so mo na to akong giingon ganiha kung walay pangutana, walay research. Okay, so how is research used? Primary purpose of research is to find answers to questions. Allows us to find the right solutions to key issues in our communities by providing facts that will help us to analyze the problem. Unsa pa, testing the feasibility and the impact of programs, and of course, finding better solutions to the challenges. Every day, naman yung challenges. So if you find better solutions to the challenges we encounter in our day-to-day implementations of the programs and projects in our schools, so we do research. Okay, it gives us views and arguments, substance, produces hard facts that could support your arguments and beliefs. So dili lang yun siya ingon nga una-una, but supported with the really hard facts. And research gives you new information. Okay, can show you what is most likely to address your issue successfully. May provide key information that will enable you to develop clear strategies. Muna nang na developmental study, na mga ingon-ana, no? Ang mga bisa to mga phenomenological study, mga lived experiences. Ang end goal ana is really to find solutions. Okay, research can provide you with anecdotes and examples to use. Alright, so mao ni siya ang kinasubay gyud sa ato ang implementation of the research program. It's adoption of the basic education research agenda. That is, you can download that, Depend Order 39, series of 2016. So the making of this basic education research agenda, it is actually a plan So kani nga plano, 6-year plan karon ni mahuman nga plano ang ato ang BERAC. And I was interviewed itong mga nangaging simana. I was interviewed in the implementation of BERAC as one sa Caraga region, no, representative sa Caraga region on the implementation of the program in our division level. So, mo to nun, ato kung napaghinambog ang ato ang implementation sa research in the division of Agusan del Sur. So, ato ang BERA, nagagis siya og 2 phases. Ang first phase mo na itong pag-gather sa mga information. Ang second phase niya, mo na dayon to sa paghimo, pag-conceptualize na dayon nila sa BERA. So, gikan pa sa katong mga reform agenda, tanan nga mga research initiatives, hangtod pag-abot na sa ato ang rationalization plan, na-create ang ato ang PRD or Policy Research Development. Unya, down to the region, PPRD, hantod na sa ato ang division level, modeling, planning, and research. Okay. So, nagdagan aning conceptual framework, no? Conceptual framework of the basic education research agenda. Of course, all of the research ato ang studyhan, no? Tanan yun siya, nagsumingkad gikan sa vision, target outcomes, depth and action. So, mao na siya ato ang basic education research agenda. Nakita niyo man sa kina last, no? Basic education research agenda na teaching and learning, child protection, human resource development, and governance. Mao na siya ang ato ang themes, research themes. Upat ka 4 major research themes sa ato ang under sa ato ang BERA. And to include also na nagkatko sila to include the disaster risk reduction management, inclusive education, gender, and development. Tanan sila pasaka gikan sa definite actions, target outcomes, mission, and of course, the vision of the department. Okay, so dili na ta sa atong research themes and questions. So muna na, no, nagsumikad sa 4 major, then of course i-include na ato ang DRRM, our inclusive education and gender and development. So ato teaching and learning, nasa sub-themes. Ang una is instruction. So, mao na ato ang general research questions for instructions. Unya, mo po ang masapikas mo po ng ato ang possible topics. So, for our first research questions, we have what factors affect the teacher's delivery of the curriculum? It's really focused on the quality of education. So, that's teaching and learning. No? Gikan sa atong instruction. So, muna siya, no, sa ang topics, whether sa class size, contact time, materials and resources, information and communication technology in education, tanan-tawan pertaining to our teaching and learning. Next. Okay, so as tanan no mga CCA. Okay. Then, of course, next sub-themes is curriculum. So in our curriculum, how is the curriculum able to contribute in achieving learning outcomes? Muna lang sa topics na to na ay contextualization, various subjects, spiral, progression in the curriculum, higher education thinking skills, or integration of DRR and CCA. So how is curriculum responsive to relevant to learners? So muna contextualization, it's localization. No? Okay, then next subtopic is the learners itself. So what factors affect the learning behavior of our learners? So diha mo sulod ang ato ang child development, external and internal environment, teaching strategies, multiple intelligences, and all those topics. So next, assessment. So mga sub-themes sunod, teaching and learning. So what factors affect the implementation of classroom assessment? So assess na po nato unsa ang naa sa classroom. So makaingon gyud ta nga daghan gyud kaayo ang pwede ma-research, no? Pwede mahimuan og action research or basic research, no? Knowing this alone, tanan gyud mga angle sa to ang classroom. pwede yun siya mahimuan if ever na ay prompting ang mga problema no, in our school. Alright, so assessment, next slide. Learning outcomes. Okay, still a sub-themes of teaching and learning. So what factors affect the achievement of learning outcomes? So teacher's profile, specialization training, kay base nagtudlo, a major in English, teaching mathematics, no? Kay paabot na sa field, syempre, tanan tunlon, tanan kubkubon. So anay balipa dahil din ha. So mao nang sa research dayon mahibaw-an ngayon na munang mugawas dahil ang ato ang na ay mga program intervention. Sa una na mga scholarship nga gihatag ang DepEd sa mga non-majors teaching a different subject no nga major in English nagtudlo og lain nga mga subject. Okay, so next, ikaduhang research theme is child protection. Sa atong child protection, how can DepEd best address the following child protection concerns? We have bullying, teenage pregnancy. Okay, no? So specific topics, natin physical bullying, emotional bullying, cyberbullying. So tanan-tanan na gyud nga angle sa bullying, cyberbullying no, abisan gi-text or gi-post na na so it's cyberbullying. Okay, then teenage pregnancy, sayo na nga disgrasya o nabuntisan o sa mga pamaagi. So, it can be, pwede na to siya mahimanog study. Pero kani nga mga kind of study, kanang sensitive kaayo, no? Sensitive kaayo, daghan kayo gagihan ang researcher during sa validation, during sa pagpa-approve, daghan kayo siya o gagihan kay dili siya dali-dali ng mga research because of course, nagamit ka o bata. Okay. Child abuse, addiction, media consumption, so daghan kaayo ang mga topics nga makita nato nga nakabiyagyan po na siya sa eskwelahan. Then, ang ikatulo na to nga research teams is human resource development. So, it's human resource development that pertains to the working staff of the Department of Education, teaching and non-teaching personnel. Okay, so specialization, quality of years of experience, language proficiency, academic skills. Okay, so tanan-tanan lang pertaining to the teaching and non-teaching personnel. Okay? So ayan, mga core courses, mga courses, no? Qualification standards and criteria for hiring, mga psychosocial skills, interpersonal skills, technical skills. Tanan siya, pwede gid nato siya himuon as topic of research. Okay, next. Okay, so one sub-theme is career development. So in career development, we have this general research question. How can selection, retention, assessment, development, promotion, and recognition be enhanced to support DepEd employees in different career stages? So, mga ingon-ana siya nga mga research questions noon niya. So, because na ang mga topics, mga provided topics na can be of inviting, no, in our part to do research. Okay, so next is employee welfare. So employee welfare, so na din ha ato ang professionalization, na din ato mga salary, benefits, no, mga incentives, non-cash compensation, mga service credits. So din ha pod nga din ha ni fall no sa ato ang subtopic of monang employee welfare. Next sa ikatulo is, ikaupat is governance. So, naman ang upat ka research teams, governance. So, sa governance, of course, ato ang mga administration, management, no? Management of our department. No? Kung dili sa ato division, management of our division. Sa inyong school, syempre talking about the administration and how you manage the school. So, that pertains about governance. So how can DepEd determine effective and efficient standard for critical education resources for schools, community, learning centers, and other delivery units. So, may nagkita education resources for schools. Mao gani nga gikan pa diri sa grassroots no, kita diri gikan diri sa ato gikan sa mga eskwelahan, ay importante kaayo gyud ang pag-provide og data sa atong LIS. Kay mao siya source of information dayon nga gina research, gina validate sa DepEd Central Office para pod makahatag sila og budget, no, makahatag sila og reliable source of budgeting, reliable source of giving of mga equipments, providing equipments and materials to the schools. Naa din na tanan sa LIS magagi kay source of data information. So mao nang katong atuang siya, mga hardship allowance na nagkayuring-yuring, kay nagkayuring-yuring po nag-input sa school. Naapoy input nga wala matarong dito, yung mo man to nilahan gi-identify ang mga data, naapoy mga sub-columns dito, sub-items dito nga walang na-inputan. So kung hindi siya ma-inputan, pag-generate na nila sa kinatibukan na, summary, so na ay medyo problema. So gikan pas pag-input so gikinahanglan yun kaayo no ang pag-input sa ato ang data. Okay, so kay gina-research po na gina-evaluate and validate po na sa ato ang central office. Okay, then finance. Of course, nasa itong governance ang finance. Our budget, no? Our funds, giunsa siya pag-implement, giunsa siya pag-utilize, giunsa po pag-disburse, unya, giunsa po na ito pag-liquidate, no? Mag-agira man anang ingon anak. Gikan sa CA, gamiton, utilize, unya, uman, ito, i-liquidate. Okay, so mga mga policy yan, daghang mga policies pertaining to our finance. Next, program management. So how effective if DepEd's overall program management system? So, mga program, projects, and activities implementation. Okay, so daghang taana. Then transparency and accountability. Okay, so ito mga accounting and auditing rules and regulations, mga procurement law, transparency reporting, implementing units, fiscal autonomy. So daghan gyud kaayo ang pwede nato i-undergo sa research. And then time ang kuwang. So yan gyud no. Trabaho sa mga gyud siya. Then evaluation. So how effective have DepEd policies, programs, and projects with meeting their stated objectives, no? So after namatay, evaluation of the program. So usually program can be evaluated, pwede na evaluate using our mga, di ba, using mga CIPP model to evaluate a program. So like for me, I am evaluating our research program, implementation of research program in our division using our mga CIPP model. Kay magamit magita ang mga model no, in evaluating our program. Okay, then of course the disaster risk reduction management. Okay, so po na ito ang mga topics no, sa topics for our DRRM. Okay, then next slide. So preparedness, response, and rehabilitation and recovery. Okay, then gender and development. So research question in the gender development may be delved into gender mainstreaming in and gender responsiveness of DepEd structures, policies, programs, and projects. Then inclusive education. Okay, so DepEd is providing inclusive learning environment. Okay, next. Okay, so mo to siya ang salient features no sa ato ang basic education research agenda or our BERA. So mo to siya ang BERA no somehow naalin ko ang mga suggested topics, suggested themes no for us to really conduct a research. Okay, then after the BERA, musunod ang ato ang funding source of research management guidelines. No, it's a guidelines on the implementation of research programs. Aside sa Vera, ang nana makita dito gikan sa iyang mga themes, gikan sa iyang mga topics, mga research questions kung unsay angay natong ma-studyhan no or ma-research nato nga mga themes and topics given dito. Then in our research management guidelines that in order 16 series of 2017, mao na pud ang ato ang Biblia in conducting research. So it provides guidance in the management and conduct of research initiatives in the national, regional, and school levels for further promote and strengthen the culture of research in the basic education. Okay, so covers for eligible DepEd employee only ang maka-avail sa ato ang basic education research fund, teaching and non-teaching personnel. So long nga regular employee ta sa DepEd. Next. Okay, so makita nato sa ato ang research management guidelines na tay mga research committees. Gikan sa National Research Committee, atong Regional Research Committee, o sa atong division, mo na atong Schools Division Research Committee or SDRC. So, ang ato ang national na siya lahi nga function, roles and responsibilities, atong regional po siya lahi nga function, roles and responsibilities, and so in our division. Let's try to have this Schools Division Research Committee roles and responsibilities. So we provide direction, we evaluate and approve research proposals. So mao nang magkandakta og mga research presentation of mga proposals, no validation of proposals. I believe na daghang pipila diri sa inyo hang nag-a-appeal no katong na mga research proposals, so nagagipod og ato ang mga validation. So last week na man ato ang validation, June 2 to 3 no natay 2 days na validation of research proposals. Okay, then evaluate and approve research proposals and other related research initiatives within the schools division to be funded by other source and also to be funded by BRF. Okay, then for its partnership, prepare a report, isabit sa RRC, resolve emerging issues or the management or the conduct of research program, or ensure cost estimates. Kaya sa atong cost estimates, na po'y lahi na po daan ng mga implementing rules and regulation kagisunod po nga sa accounting na. Okay, then, mo-endorse ta o approval. Mo-endorse ta sa mga research proposals paingon dito sa ato ang regional office. Then ang regional office, endorse sa pinila paingon sa central office. So ito is there same mo na sa itong chairperson next. Okay, so natay na pulo ka research management cycle. Maganda siya ang mahita po sa atong research management guidelines. Sa cycle, so balik-balik kada tuig, maganda siya. Muna, call for research proposal. So usually, January or December pa, kapagawas na may memorandum for call for research proposal. Basin sa field, no? Siyempre, mga 8,000 na sa field, tanan mo sa bit of research proposal, sakto-sakto. Kaya kay gamay ramay mo submit. Naara sa karon ang i-validate ang isabita mo sa region, nag-ubay-ubay gihapon, 56 o mga 56 research proposals. So far in Caraga region, Agusan del Sur has the highest number of submitted research proposal. So ingon ana kadaghanon atong gikuan kay ginagamyan ra gani itong nagsabit. Namo na gyud ang ubang division kay tag-isa duha tulo pa bayhap ra sa tudlo ang ilahang ginasabit nga research proposals. Unlike in the implementation of Agusan del Sur, to which our schools division superintendent is also very active in supporting the research program implementation. Mga kada sa mga subject, ato ang subject specialist ng mga supervisors, they are also conducting research activities and research seminar workshop, mga capacity development, para ang ato ang mga employee in the field would really into research. So mao nang ubay-ubay ang ato ang ginasubmit. Pero bisan pa comparing to ato na ibutang nga 8,000 unya 56 ra to ka buok layo gyapon sa kiwi-kiwi no. Pero at least daghan-daghan gihapon mao nang in the national level agusan na so ako gyud nanubag sa kinatibuk-an sa Caraga in the evaluation of the basic education research agenda. Kay evaluate, mahuman naman siya karon nga tuig. So, i-evaluate ang program, implementation, dili sa field. Okay, so, mag-una siya sa call for research proposal. Pagpagawas nato sa memorandum, ginabalance, ginakwenta yun ako ng adlaw pagpagawas sa memorandum. 30 days pagpagawas mo sa memorandum, maupod na ang adlaw sa presentation of research proposals. So, dili may makakuha na karon ipagawas niya, otro adlaw, sunod simana, presentation, validation of documents na dayon. Kay naadaan sa guidelines ang number of days. So, mao nang kung mo mag-validate mo yung mga research proposals and next month, so karon pala ang bulana, nakatro na sa field ang ato ang memorandum. Okay, next. So, ikaduha is evaluation of proposal. So, manananay screening. Mugawas na rin ang initial screening. As atong secretariat, mag-evaluate din sa ato ang SDRC. So, sa karon kay online man ang ato ang validation. So, duha ka teams kay sa daghan man. So, duha ka teams no, duha ka adlaw, duha ka teams, duha ka rooms. Virtual rooms ang ato ang gigamit. Okay? Then, kapit evaluation, next slide. Then, ikatulong, notification of result. So, after ma-validate na to ang proposals, na po yung memorandum na magsunod na mauni ang naka-avail sa ato ang Basic Education Research Fund. After a thorough examination sa ato ang mga research proposals, so mauni ang nakapasar. Kung ba wala nakapasar, di ito ingon ko wala nakapasar. Actually, pasado ginatanan. Once nakaagi na sa SDRC, unya, syempre, gikan sa SDRC, before na mo na-examine sa region, kipa-revise pa, kay nada yung technical assistance nga gihatag ang SDRC. So, pasar yun siya. Nga naman mo ba, dili matagalog fund, short ang fund, gikan sa central office mo, gito siya, kay buwan mo ng selection naman ko dito sa regional office kung unsa ang medyo pabor, unsa ang in nga mga research study, mao'y ma-priority. So, maunang ang wala na kuha dito sa region, munang ginapasubsidize na dahil nato sa atong other source, which is SAF. Kaya basta ko man, kung ato ang magdawat rata sa ato ang BRF o tag 200,000, atong SAF kay 1.5 million. So, mag-cater gihapon tanan nga dili maka-avail sa ato ang BRF. So, masubsidize siya under SAF. Pero, sa atong SAF karon wala pa tayong SAF as of this moment kay na nabalhin sa ato ang mga COVID essentials. But for next year, calendar year 2023, na natay 1.5 billion. Okay, then progress monitoring. Na-track sa secretariat, i-monitor no ang katong nag-implement na sa research. Din lang. Technical assistance, giving of technical assistance, then sunod, provision on changes and extension. Kay naiuban, buros ang researcher, yung mga nakpas, hindi pa matiwas ang research, so muhatag po ta ang extension. Or sa mga panghitabo, mga untoward incidents, no? So na ay mga extension, ang ihatag, provided nga, mo request po ng ato ang proponents. Okay, then, request for extension, next slide. Then submission and acceptance. So, mga completed research, humana na-present na, completed na, of course, ginasubmit po dito sa ato ang division office. Then dissemination and utilization. Muna natin mga research forums, natin mga division congress, regional congress, kay kinahanglan nang i-disseminate nato ato ang mga research results o niya i-utilize. Dami ka pangutan na na-utilize matughan ng mga research ibang gastuhan sa gobyerno. Yes, of course, 100%, it's really utilized. Ang una daan nga nagamit, ana, it's the researcher himself. nagamit yun na niya sa iyahang to mitigate and to improve the teaching and learning sa researcher. So gigamit yun niya ang iyahang research. Di man po pwede nga ay mga research, well, swerte na kung the same situation sa PICAS. Kaya usually, ang mahitabo, ang atong estudyante is unique. Ang ato ang situation is unique from the other. So maunang na mga research results nga dili siya applicable to the other situation. But sa pangutana nga nagamit ba 100%, it's really utilized. Kaya researcher himself, kung nag-good siya nga gamit sa iyang study. Yes, ma'am.
So pwede na siya, approved na research, pwede magamit sa other schools?
Yes, ma'am, it can be adapted to other school. Pero, sa mga similar na mga situation, kay naamang yun pwede, di man yun, similar, ma'am. Naapoy, dili, anggil-anggil. Pero somehow, the research findings, the research results can be utilized by the other school. Depende na kung pare-pareho mo o situation. Okay. Then, next slide. Okay, so, ayan, murag mo na ni, archival dayon. Human, monitoring and evaluation. That's the last, monitoring and evaluation. So, fund source na to, Basic Education Research Fund, or BRF, and other source na tayo Special Education Fund, or ACF, or our, na ipangutana, magamit bang school mo sa research? Yes, of course. Division mo pwede ba gamito sa research? Yes, of course. Dahil percentage nga pwede mo gamito ng imuhang for research activities. Okay. So, ano ang budget? Naku ay budget no. Ang ato ang national 500,000. O niya, ang ato ang region and division 150,000 for mga basic research. Ang ato schools 30,000. During my start of 2016, 2017, mogid na budget, no? Ang ato ang researcher kung mga classroom studies lang, they're receiving 30,000 for, depende na po sa ilang cost estimates, kay mag-vary man ang study depending on the cost estimates. Pero karon since ka ato ang fund limited, it's because of mga COVID essentials, hindi siya matuman kana nga figure. Mugamay parehas sa itong the other year, ato ang action research, ng mga classroom research, tag 7,000 na yung tao. O niya nga to ang mga division and district-wide research, kanang ato ang mga basic research, 15,000. So, medyo ni gamay-gamay. Niya. Last year, tag 20. Niya, 12 ang action research. So, it depends on the fund source. Okay. So, eligibility of proponents, kinsa man ang pwede maka-research, makagamit ng fund, maka-avail sa fund. Siyempre, tanan nga regular employees, teaching and non-teaching personnel. Kaya kasi ba yun nga, ma'am, among disbursing officer, pwede ba mo research? Pwede, pag-submit lang of research proposal. Okay. Next. O, kana, unsa man ang gamitanan. Kay during sa cost estimates, na po dayo hisgutan sa cost estimates. Kay base nun niya gatong ibutang dito, new shoes, mga ato, new bags, mga Louis Vuitton na ito, ibutang nato dito. Kay, tatayin kami 150,000 good. Kung ang school head ang mag-research, district-wide niya, naku yun. So, natay mga supplies nga mura na siya ang ato ang gamitan. So, dili pwede siya sa mga equipment, software. Mayroon ka researcher nga, ma'am, gamitunan magyud kay namo ang printer. Nga di man pwede. Wa tay mahimo kay maoy panugong-tugon sa atong guidelines. Ang printer is considered as equipment. So, agwanta na lang. Agwanta na, basi makasabot mo ng imong palitan, na i-charge sa mga bond paper, mga unsa-unsa din na imong i-charge. Unya printer imuha gipalit kay dara may printer pud ka tag 6,000, 7,000 or mga imo na lang depende sa imuha sa imong diskarte basta kay maka-liquidate ka sa imong study. Pero ang printer man gyud ang kinakuha kay gamit gyud ang printer. Okay? So mga software, lagi na cost estimates. Then sa ato ang action research kay daghan. So mas medyo na daghan-daghan o dako-dako ang scope sa basic research kaysa action research. Okay? Then sa completed na, so mo po na siya ang angay na itong isabihin sa completed research study for basic research and next thing sa action research mo po. Okay! So, namantas na duha ka gihingan lang ng depend orders pertaining to research. Let's move on to continuous improvement. Being Abusan del Sur is included as the recipient of the 2015 first implementation of continuous improvement in the Department of Education Caraga Region. No? Abusan del Sur is first tayo nga naka-appeal with teams kay there is a continuous improvement, i-work out siya as team kay di ba siya mga titles sa mga research, there is ato continuous improvement mo siya as project, no? So mga titles sa ato innovations, it's a project. Like in our case, our project is Project ISIP, or improving salary step increment process of the division of Agusan del Sur. That was 2015 study. Okay, next. So continuous improvement, it's ongoing improvement of products, services, and processes through incremental and breakthrough improvements. So these efforts can seek incremental improvements over time or breakthrough improvement all at once. So, continuous improvement. Why putol? Why kahumanan? Nakahuman na sa project. Mo yung nakahuman naman, kahuman ang project. Why bugto? Kay, ang implementation of po niya, monitoring, so hindi mahuman. So, it is a methodology for continually assess, analyze, and act on the performance improvement of key processes and service delivery, focusing on both stakeholders' needs and desired performance. Okay, so muna siya ang ato ang continuous improvement process. Assess, analyze, and act. No? What's yung nasa assess? Moving? What's yung nasa assess? So, get organized. Then, get organized, syempre, i-organize nimo unsa ang problema, unsa ang imong project template nimuon, then after that talk with the customer, then walk the process, unsa process ana, then identify improvement areas, no, unsa ang i-improve, then sa analyze natay root cause analysis. Then we develop solutions and we finalize the improvement plans. Then, of course, act. We pilot the solution, we roll out the solution, and we check the progress. So, mabisag yan na po nakabuok ng sa CI, pero amuan ng giseminaran o pila to ka face no sinima na tag-isa ka semana kapila mi nagbalik kaduha mi nakabalik dito sa Corisco Cagayan, just of course this CI technology that was 2015. Okay, so ingana ang stage no sa ato ang cycle, it's we term that as 3 A's. Okay, 3 A's: we assess, we analyze, and after, we act. No? Maman siya mag-assess. Na kay project name, kay it's more on project. It's a team of 5 ang proponents. Project yun ang gina-develop. No? Na siya gina-develop na project. Okay! Murag! Life is a research and we are researchers. Bisa kung saan ako yung mga 30 minutes, medyo, sige, let's have a try. Sige, let's have a try. Sige, our research field that directly impacts on the quality of education and looks into the strategies, best practices, and facilitating factors. When we talk about quality, motivate siya, ibang keyword, quality of education. So it's really teaching and learning. Kabray. Methodology to continually assess, analyze. How about continuous improving process? Improving process. Okay, so it is letter, obviously the answer should be letter A. Okay, next. There are projects that revolve around the continuous improvement. Talking about projects, so project one, so klaro na, it's continuous improvement project. Okay. So next, it is a method of finding solutions to areas of concern that have direct impact on student learning, namely delivering remedial reading, teaching mathematics, managing waste. Sige, ato hipay-hipay lang. It is a method of finding solutions to areas of concern that have direct impact, no? That have direct impact on student learning, namely delivering remedial reading, teaching mathematics, managing waste and feeding program, managing class attendance, teaching reading and delivering literature science. Okay. Next. Letter D. Cited in it with order 16, series of 2017. So that is research management guidelines. So naatay NRC or National Research Committee, RRC Regional Research Committee, and Schools Division Research Committee. So also so klaro na, the answer is letter B. Birth na kayo. O kana, Schools Division Research Committee, mo dahil ni. So, unsa ang iyahang rules and function? Sa there's exit 1 na baka kanimay mo na kay makalibo. Okay, tanan, may ka function mo na nila tanan. Kuna kita isa nga dili pang SDRC nga function. So, ang dili pang SDRC nga function, that is letter hindi siya pang SDRC nga function. That should be letter B. Kaya, dili man tamo confirm sa release of funds. What we're going to do in the division is only to submit, endorse the research proposals. Evaluate na endorse. Pagkabuta dito sa region, ilan na kong i-evaluate. Pag-evaluate nila, ilan na kong i-endorse dito sa central office. It's the work of central office, the release of funds. Okay, so tayo labot, anak. Kanina, Mrs. Catriona Alonso, the school head, has found out that the learners in the schools are not meeting with the required level of mastery in English. She goes for meeting with the English teachers and collaborates with them in planning to develop a program by conducting action research that will address this concern. Which of the following is the correct sequence of activities she needs to consider? Ang number 1, needs assessment, program design, data gathering, and analysis. Ikaduha, data gathering, analysis, needs assessment, analysis. Katulo, program design, data gathering, analysis, needs assessment, all of these. Makakutaw yun sa ato ang libog. Makakutaw sa ato ang libog. Sige, kita mag-assess ka. Needs assessment. After ka maka-assess, so maka-develop ka o unsa nga program design. And after ka maka-develop na program design, maka-decide na ka as to the data, maka-data gathering and analysis. So, di siya pwede mag-unang analysis. Magunang wapagani ka kuan sa unsa imong problema, nag-analyze na ka, so nabalik. No? Ulahin gid na siya. Okay, so naa sa number 1. Alright, so more of you pagidunta, no? Pero our time is very, very short. During your mock, more questions during your mock exam, and I hope that all of you can really know. So mo ginag-wish na itong tanan mo, I hope na itong tanan mo na i-conduct din ato ang Nqesh review at the division level. Okay, thank you very much. I hope you are learning a little from me, from our discussion. Although it's very brief and somehow pas-pas yun na itong pagka-deliver, no? Kaya ako ang gigusto na ato ang time. But thank you very much, of course, for letting me nakahula ko sa inyong mga igulong. So thank you very much.